So the following 3 shifts are signs that your healing is not only about to skyrocket, but also is going to stabilize. If you notice them in yourself, you are already stepping into the next level of your life. Most people spend hours and hours in therapy to reach these transformations. So if this is happening to you now, it is a powerful sign you are truly moving forward. While other signs of healing can feel more dramatic or bring quicker relief, these 3 are the deeper shifts that show your transformation isn't just temporary, it's going to be lasting. First sign here is a really big sign that healing has begun is when you stop trying to assign blame. When you stop needing to figure out if it was their fault or yours. Because as long as you are stuck in that mindset, you are narrowing the entire experience down to a courtroom in your head, replaying what should have happened, what you did wrong, what they did wrong. And that constant analysis is a sign of guilt, but not healthy guilt. A healthy kind of guilt, it's always a situational signal. It doesn't drown you. It just points out that either your needs or the other person's needs have been crossed. And instead of trapping you, it actually stirs up energy, almost like an inner push to repair what was damaged. And this type of guilt actually moves you toward the other person and toward healing the relationship. So that guilt, the authentic guilt, actually unites people. And there is also neurotic guilt. It's experienced as a personal sense of being bad, a kind of inner state where you feel like there is something wrong with you. Well, actually, like you did something wrong. And or that they did something wrong. And when you're in that place, it becomes almost impossible to make a conscious, clear reflection of the situation itself. The truth is that kind of guilt is a defense mechanism. It gives you the illusion of control. But basically, by telling yourself, if I just tried harder, if I just did something else, maybe I could have fixed it. Your mind avoids the deeper truth that right now, life is simply not what you want it to be. Relationship is probably not what you want them to be. This kind of guilt protects you from feeling the real emotions that come with grieving, disappointment, sadness, anger. It holds you in this loop of trying harder in your head or that the other person should have tried harder, because that feels safer than facing that things are not what they are. That things are not what you would like them to be. But here is the paradox. As long as you stay stuck in guilt, you never get to the other side of grief. You never get to integrate the experience. You never get to find the meaning in it or even gratitude for what it taught you. That's why the real question is not even how do I stop feeling guilty? The real question is, what am I not letting myself let go of? Where am I refusing to feel disappointment? How do I let go of things when they don't go the way I want? This guilt means I'm in need of letting go. And the sign of healing is being able to pause and guide yourself through the process of letting go. The second sign is very similar, however, also different. This is when you stop tying your value to whether things go the way you want. After a breakup, it's very common to measure your worth by how situations unfold. If things don't go the way you hoped, the reflexive thought becomes, something is wrong with me. I must not be valuable enough. That belief is actually a defense also. It protects you from fully grieving by keeping you in the illusion that if you just were better, things would have worked out. So kind of similar to the first sign. But what it really does is trap you in a situation you can't control and blinds you to what you can change. If the first sign was about being able to see behind that neurotic guilt, that this sign is about being able to see behind neurotic shame. Most men come to therapy with guilt, and most women come to therapy with shame. But really, these two are coping mechanisms to facing disappointment. And illusions, if I did something correctly, or if I was good enough, the outcome would be different. And sometimes it is really, truly hard to see beyond that. And very often we don't get stuck in past relationships, we get stuck in these mechanisms. If you have these thoughts where you're constantly proving to yourself that you won't run, while at the same time carrying the background feeling of not being enough, maybe, that directly impacts your ability to experience closeness and build new relationships or restore the old relationships. It makes it hard to see the situation for what it really is. And if this feels familiar, you can book your free 30-minute call with me to receive an analysis of your situation. The truth is, you cannot change another person's capacity for closeness. You can't force someone to meet you where you are ready to go. But what you can change is your own capacity, your ability to allow yourself experience disappointment, or maybe to grieve when what you hope didn't happen, and to grow into deeper connection with yourself. When you stop tying your value to someone else's behavior, you reclaim the power to expand your capacity for closeness. And that shift is one of the strongest signs that you are truly healing. Sign number 3 is when the question shifts from what should I do to what is actually happening with me right now. At first, what should I do comes up in that foggy place where you don't fully understand your feelings, your wants, or what's holding you back. All patterns stop working, and you feel like you are standing at a crossroads between the known and the unknown. Instead of rushing into action, you start turning inward. You begin asking, what do I really feel? What do I actually need? What is getting in my way? What would I want to experience right now? It's actually a very useful question. Anytime you want to do something, ask yourself, what am I actually trying to experience right now? That shift is huge because it means you are no longer running on autopilot. You are slowing down enough to face yourself honestly. And if you watched till the end, as always, please subscribe, like, share, comment, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.